Well, hello and welcome to Understand Men Now. I'm your host, Jonathon Aslay of jonathonaslay.com, and I'm so excited to be shooting this short video for you today. The topic, are you the one? Are you the one for that high quality man? Are you the one for that high quality man? Really quickly, if you've got some questions you'd like to have answered based on this video, please post a question below. I read everything that comes in, most everything, and I do my best to respond. So if you have a question, please post it because I want to hear what you have to say. Okay, are you the one? No, one. A high quality man seeking. So, what occurs to me is when I think of the term high quality man, I'm not sure I really like the verbiage of quality, but what I mean by high quality is what I'm talking about is an emotionally mature man. An emotionally mature man. A man who has taken charge of his life. He takes personal responsibility for his choices. His actions match his words. He's learned how to resolve conflicts in a healthy, mature manner. In other words, every relationship is going to have friction in it. It's going to happen. So does he know how to resolve it in a healthy manner? Meaning, it's not about being right. It's about being happy in the relationship. So they listen to what you have to say and they accept what you have to say. Also, these men have a level of empathy. In other words, it's not just feeling your feelings, but they also care about your feelings. In other words, your feelings matter. They have a level of empathy. They can feel it and they care about your feelings. And also they have a level of transparency. In other words, they're not avoiding their own problems, and they're certainly not avoiding the challenges within a relationship. So if you have some genuine questions or concerns, that you can lean in and ask because he's willing to share them. And I can tell you, ladies, if you're feeling fear about opening up to yourself, in other words, opening up into the relationship, I definitely want you to check out my book, What the Heck is Self-Love Anyway? What the Heck is Self-Love Anyway? And read the chapter, if it's sincere and from the heart, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. Let me repeat that. When it's sincere and from the heart, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. So I've just laid out emotional maturity. And what I want to invite you is if you're the one, you're also going to mirror that level of emotional maturity. Your actions match your words. You take personal responsibility for your choices. You have victor consciousness and not victim consciousness, meaning you're an empowered woman. You're able to communicate in such a way where you listen to his point of view and accept his point of view. And keep in mind, it's vice versa. In other words, you know how to fight fair. You have that empathy where you care about his feelings and you're also transparent. Because that is what a queen demonstrates. A queen demonstrates empowered energy. In other words, she is sovereign to her own experience. And if you're not familiar with the book, The Four Agreements, a queen embodies this. She's impeccable with her word. She doesn't accept the projection of others on herself. She doesn't make assumptions about other people. She's not in a state of comparisons with other people. And she's constantly doing her best. That's what a queen does. And if you're seeking that high quality man, and let's just call him a king right now, that's how he's showing up as well. Showing up in your sovereignty. Because there's nothing more attractive to that. So when you couple that with chemistry, bam, you've got the makings of a really awesome potential relationship. Because the high quality guy is seeking that kind of woman. You know, there's an old phrase, women are batshit crazy. I mean, there's this video called The Crazy Hot Matrix out there, but we almost expect a level of emotional immaturity from women because we've been so conditioned that women oftentimes can be very volatile in relationship. Now, I'm not saying you're that way. I'm just saying we've been so conditioned that way. It's one of the reasons why there's a phrase I used to say in my marriage, it's easier to get forgiveness than permission. Let me say that one more time. It's easier to get forgiveness than permission. In other words, it's easier to go do something that you know you're going to get in trouble for because it's easier to get forgiveness and permission. But we do that because when we ask for, and first off, we should never have to ask permission for anything. But we have this already built-in expectation. You're going to say no to whatever we want. So that's what's sadly deceptive in relationship. But when you're in your queen energy, in other words, you are sovereign to yourself, and he's also sovereign to himself, that high quality man, that emotionally mature man, coupled with an emotionally mature queen, if you will. Wow, that's an amazing combination if there's chemistry. In fact, I'm not a big fan of the website eHarmony, but I do like their messaging. When you take compatibility with chemistry and put it together, bam, you have the makings of a great, awesome relationship. But it starts with that level of emotional maturity. And if you haven't done a deep dive in the book, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, I highly recommend you read this. This book awakens you to your queen energy. It awakens you to your empowerment. Now, before you get into this book, I highly recommend only read one chapter at a time. Only read one chapter at a time. It is very powerful content. It can only be absorbed a little bit at a time. It's 19 chapters, so it's just going to take you 3 weeks to get to it. By the way, you can read a chapter in the morning and a chapter in the evening if you want to condense it. Or you can certainly do the audio version as well. But I highly recommend that because this is going to shift that mindset into that queen energy. And then you take the 4 agreements, and then you take my book, What the Heck is Self-Love, and you are going to explode by becoming that juicy, attractive person out there for that guy that you have chemistry with. It's available to you, but you have to step into your sovereignty. You have to step into your queen energy. Because king and queens, they're teammates in relationship. They are doing it as a team. It's not him in charge or you in charge. You are both on this path of co-creating a healthy, juicy, happy relationship together. And that's what a high quality man is looking for. And that's how he knows you're the one. All right, as I said before, if you have some questions regarding this video, please post a comment below. Also, if you're interested in private coaching, there's a link to schedule a free discovery call with me to see if working with a coach is right for you. And also, I have a fantastic group called Midlife Love Mastery you may want to check out, and a lot more. So, I'm going to wrap up this video as I always do, giving you a big, gigantic Jonathan Bear hug if I have your consent. Aw, thank you. Wishing you a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.